What is up, you beautiful people? Welcome back to Tenikin Games, and today we're going to be watching possibly one of the worst YouTube chefs, Cooking with Jack. Also, if you're wondering what's going on with my wall back there, little redecorating, though that's probably a little bit of an eyesore to see, and imagine what we're going to see today from Cooking with Jack is going to be even more of an eyesore. Now, I've come across this little video where Jack is going to attempt to make butter, so let's see if Jack is actually competent enough to know how to make butter.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Jack Scalpani here. It's the Cooking with Jack show. I promised you butter. Super easy. Coming close, let me show you what I got.
Alright, am I the only one noticing this? But why does Jack over here look a little bit ill? And I imagine that's from all the terrible cooking he's been doing.
Okay, all you need is an empty curd jar. I got a big one. You don't have to, but I want a lot of butter. Some heavy whipping cream, some salt. Let's do it. Open up your heavy whipping cream. You're going to pour just enough to fill.
Whoa. Right. Hold on, Jack. So if you're making butter, which is what this video is titled, How to Make Butter, I mean, he's got the right ingredients. He's got cream, heavy cream. He's got salt. That's all you need. I mean, personally, I don't add salt to my butter, because I prefer unsalted butter. But when you're making butter, right, usually you would stick the cream in a bowl, and then you'll take either a whisk or, you know, a hand mixer, and you whisk it together. Why is bro sticking the cream directly into a jar? I mean, I guess we'll see.
Tight. You're going to shake 10 to 15 minutes. The more you shake, the more butter it makes. Kemi's going to help me out.
Well, I can certainly tell that you've had a lot of practice with this motion.
Almost done. Yes, my arm is ready to fall off.
Now try listening to that with your eyes closed. Okay, and now that he's done jerking that jar, while it looks like he's jerking himself with his other hand, let's see if he's got butter.
Pour it right through. That is a total failure.
Wow, what a surprise. It looks like when you jerk your jar, you seem to get creamy white stuff coming out of it.
I can't believe it. I did exactly like you were supposed to do. There's supposed to be a big clump of butter in there. Total failure.
Okay, Jack, I don't know where you're taking this from. It must be the same website that Case Cooking takes her recipes from. But I don't know who's been telling you. You're supposed to put cream in a jar, jerk the jar off while you jerk yourself off, and then expect it to turn into butter. And I'm sorry to break it to you, Jack, but I'm pretty sure the other version of YouTube, you all know which one I'm talking about, is not where you're supposed to find recipes for making butter.
This is a failure. This is an experiment. The guy lied, and it doesn't work.
What guy lied, Jack? The guy in your head? Because I'm pretty sure if you looked at this jar, right, before you opened it, you would tell that it was still cream and not butter. Anybody with a brain knows that when you look at butter, butter is golden. Butter is thick. It's almost so thick you can pick it up like a paste. Cream, on the other hand, just drips. And I'm sure from the amount of white creamy stuff you've seen in your life, Jack, you would know this.
So Tammy and I brought this jar in the living room, watched our TV show probably for another 10 minutes, and shook it.
You watched your TV show for another 10 minutes? Was that one of those channels that typically comes on after midnight?
This has been shaken for 20 minutes. Looks a little creamy, a little white creamy though.
And that right there is a man who has experience with white creamy stuff. Come on, Jack. Now, I know you love fingering, but you don't have to finger the cream and then proceed to just to find out if it's butter. You can tell just by looking at it.
It's not really butter yet. Kind of halfway from the milk to this.
Right, let's talk about something just a little crazy here, right? He's gone through all this. He's put it in a jar. He's jacked the jar off to try and make butter. But now he's got a bowl and a sieve. So he's got all this extra stuff that he doesn't need, right? He could have had the bowl in the first place, could have just stuck the cream in the bowl and just whisked it. He'd have butter. Done.
This looks like whipped butter. You've ever bought whipped butter? It tastes a little bit. Yep. Tastes like whipped butter.
What in the name of double cream whipped butter is whipped butter? Whipped butter isn't even a thing. Whipped cream exists because you whip the cream until it's like thick. But then after whipped cream comes butter. You cannot physically whip butter into anything that isn't butter.
But the guy had a big glob of yellow butter.
I'm sorry, Jack, did you just say that he had a big knob of butter? Now I 100% know that you were looking at the wrong video site on how to make butter.
That's the color we got. How he got yellow, I don't know.
Come on now, no normal functioning human being can be this stupid. How he got yellow butter, I do not know. By whipping it. And no, Jack, I am not talking about the kind of whipping that you would do in the bedroom.
But this is, if you guys have ever been to a restaurant, they'll give you some whipped butter.
I'm sorry, what restaurant? Right, am I being stupid, or is this an American thing? Is whipped butter an American thing? Actually, I have to Google search this. I have to find out. Okay, so whipped butter. Right, so apparently whipped butter actually is a thing. I mean, how does that even exist? Because once you whip cream into butter, what happens is it's so thick that it just sticks to whatever you're trying to whip it with. So I imagine to make whipped butter, you then have to add something to the butter to lighten it before you're actually able to whip it. But apparently it is a thing. Although, unlike Jack, I imagine to make whipped butter, you first have to actually turn your cream into butter.
Okay, you can see the consistency is just like whipped butter.
No, Jack, I can see that the consistency is just like whipped cream. In fact, that butter, or what you seem to think is butter, still looks as white as the left side of my wall.
The guy's an idiot. The guy's an idiot. I'm not going to tell you who it is. That just tastes like whipped cream with a little bit of salt.
So when you say the guy is an idiot, is the guy you're referring to yourself? Because, I mean, you looked at this, right? You could tell it didn't go golden. It didn't turn into butter. It was still white. It was still cream. And then you had to taste it just to find out.
This was an utter, complete failure. So don't try it at home. It doesn't work. All right?
I mean, I certainly wasn't planning to try this at home. I don't think I would try anything that comes from the Cooking with Jack channel at home, because I would probably somehow end up with food poisoning. But yeah, that was me reacting to Cooking with Jack and finding out that this man just can't make even the most basic things, such as butter. Anyway, if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Just lets YouTube know that you actually like the video. And if you'd like to see more content like this on the channel, don't forget to just click that little subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, and whatever you've got going on today, I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video.